She's in there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Here we
Yay!
go. Here we go. And shout out to Demarcus Vaughn too. One of my favorite commenters. People, I want everybody to stress this man to start his ass a YouTube channel because he be dropping fire comments on all the great shows. He comes up here, he super chats, he enjoys mingling with the chatters. So get that man up here doing this thing. But Miss K, let's start from the top. Let's get the fans through the beginning.
Okay.
They start this show. We done put Uncle Rome in the ground. Everybody going back to the house. They sipping tea and also looking at the people looking sad. And I'm going to just bring you to a moment that stood out to me. You're going to laugh at this. This right here. As Oso is walking through the crowd, we hear Scully forgiving Leon. And Leon damn near is looking like a little kid to me with a big head and them big cornrows, okay? Crying. He's sad about what happened, and he's been forgiven. How did that scene make you feel, Miss K? I enjoyed it. I thought it was a big moment for both characters.
I loved it. I kind of wish they would have did a little more. They just kind of like glossed over it, like, because there was just so much. First of all, it's not taking away anything from the right. I love how they write this show. Let me just say that. And I understand that they don't have a lot of time for certain things, but I just think that this moment needed attention. It needed more attention than what they gave it. But, I appreciate it. They're like, listen, we don't have a lot of time, so let's get into it. But I wanted more. I needed a little more than that because this has been a long time coming. It's not something like for him to forgive that, that's really big of him. But at the same time, he knows that Leon did not mean to do that, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So.
And shout out to everybody who's coming and checking me out from Miss K's channel. I'm great to have you here. I'm Lamont Tyson. You've never met me. This is Miss K. She's my road dog, and we hitting you guys with the Snowfall tonight. Miss K, I felt the same way. Because of how much tension was between these two characters for the longest time, there was still people thinking that Scully was going to try to get revenge on Leon this season. There was still people thinking that. Yep. And so I would have loved to have them had just given us like 2 minutes of how the conversation started. Just give us how these two walked in frame with each other, how they began the conversation, and then maybe show them hug it out. Like, right. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm with you, Miss K. What they showed us was good. I'm with that. Right. But we know that Scully has grown as a character. Leon has grown as a character, and I would have loved to just heard them in a higher plane have a good discussion. I would have loved to heard that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then after that, Miss K, I'm sorry.
Why you? What happened?
Poor Louie.
What happened? Oh, Louie, yeah.
Louie sat down with Franklin and agreed to be on his team and help get the revenge on Teddy. And then she wants to have nothing to do with them after that. But after that, she dashed away into the house, crying in pain, just damn downtrodden, and sat down and started trying to rub the makeup off her face and saw all those cuts and probably was thinking, how much of this is my fault? Ms. K, my question to you is, when you're looking at the woman in the mirror after a tragedy like this, after chaos like this, after losing your husband who was really, let's keep this thing real. The only person that really cared about Louie was Uncle Jerome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody else really, everybody else is using her. The only person who really cared for her was Jerome. So what is she thinking when she's looking at that person in the mirror, Ms. K?
I honestly, that was a tough one for me because she kind of looked really evil, and I wasn't sure what she was about to do. She looked vengeful to me, so I wasn't seeing like she's looking like, girl, this is all your fault. She looking like she's still mad at folks. Like she don't want to take accountability. So I don't know. It was just like. So I wasn't, she really was going through with the whole thing of helping Teddy. I'm sorry, not helping Teddy, with helping Franklin, and I was like, okay, this is nice, this is cool, but at the same time, like she said, it's not for you, it's so that we could get rid of Teddy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, the reason why, to me, the perception was her thinking, and let me put this one on the screen because that one's like a close-up.
Okay.
Because in the beginning, she was taking her makeup off, and then she leaned into the mirror to look deep into her eyes. Not only that, but then she did compromise with Franklin to get rid of Teddy. She didn't have to do that if she's still angry and want to get some get back. She still blamed Franklin for what happened, and she let that go. And that's what made me feel like she's looking at herself like, these decisions I've made. Part of this is me effing up, especially when she pressed herself in the mirror like she was about to kiss herself. That's what I thought, like, okay. It's time for me to evaluate my actions and make a better plan. But we'll come to it in a minute. I'm going to save it for the end. Because I got questions that you might have answers to, you little story writer, you.
Okay.
Don't let Miss K fool y'all now. Y'all, when y'all see Miss K up here, I know all y'all see is the sweet, really, really Christian, don't use profanity, raising boys. Y'all see that, Miss K, okay? I know my sister. Okay, let me tell y'all something. I know my sister. My sister got a bone in her, okay? You don't get to be as successful as this woman has been without having a little dog in you. So I'm gonna try to pull that dog out of it. Little dog.
Y'all be, oh gosh, y'all be trying me, making me act a fool up in here. Come on now.
Now look, don't get me started on how you and Moochie and Nita, when we was watching Power, used to have so many jokes about Professor Milgram.
I know.
And the names y'all used to call that woman when she was nothing but a professional. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. Moving right along. So, okay, after Louis agreed to do it with Franklin, Franklin's just sitting in the backyard. He's reminiscing about all the things that happened. And he's reminiscing about this particular young lady in particular. And it just made me want to ask you this. Of all the things he could have reminisced that he did from that community, what is it that made him think about this young lady, Miss K, in your opinion?
When he looked towards the, I guess their back porch.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that was the only thing that I could think about. I did rewind it to see, like, well, let me see exactly what he was looking at, because I didn't really get to see, like, if there was some type of object or something. But, whatever it was, that's what kind of brought him back. And, then they were talking about what protecting the people that you love and stuff like that. That's what they were talking about, right? So,
right.
I don't know. It was cute to see her, but I don't know.
Because he said he made a statement to Oso in that there at the house, and he was just talking about how it seems like all these things are coming to fruition. Now I'm paraphrasing y'all. That's not his exact words.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he went there with this young lady because, remember, she's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
He walked away from her when she done changed and what was she working with the nuns in a church or some damn where?
Yeah.
She shot him, and he's the one that got away. He never got any revenge on her, even though he killed her daddy. Let's keep that thing 100.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever the reason, he let her ride. And I'm wondering if that's something he's feeling like, she should have been the one before V. To me, it just felt like there was a deeper meaning to it.
Yeah, me too. But I just couldn't. I don't know. Maybe, maybe it just shows that she's always like, in his heart somewhere, even though he has moved on, but those are like childhood memories. And at the same time, they're at the repast of his uncle. So he's probably thinking about, old times and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we haven't really gotten a chance to really get into his mind because he's, with all of, like, he hasn't really been able to process the loss and everything because he's just got to get Teddy, got to get folks to safety, like it's just a lot going on with him.
Let me read to you some of these great comments because they coming through, man. They coming through helping us out on this one. So Reggie M says his first dirty deed, killing her dad. That could be a reminiscent moment. Then the big homie, the other Khadijah, I think he was remembering simpler times.
Right. Yeah, that's how I feel. It's just so, it's a lot going on right now.
Yep.
Boy, it's nice to go back to those times.
Yeah, but folks, I hate to tell you, life is dynamic. I'm at an age now where used to hear old men complaining about the way life was when they was kids. I sometimes find myself doing that now too, but I am fully adjusted and know that life just keeps moving and adapting forward.
Yeah.
And so while WWF used to be WWF, it'll no longer be that. It's WWE now. Just gotta get used to
it. Right?
Yeah. It used to be real wrestling, Miss K. Now that shit fake as hell.
Oh gosh.
It's
what
fake.
What are you gonna do?
Here we go. So Oso and Franklin, they done made the plan, Miss K. They done made the plan. And the plan that they got using Louis, Franklin never told Louis that Oso is tied up with the DEA because he was afraid she would run. To me, Miss K, and I'm gonna give it to you. One reason that was important to me, because it just shows me the bond and just how much Franklin trusts Oso. He is giving Oso his life, basically.
Yeah.
So talk to me about this moment when they had the plan. He done gave the man, the money. He done gave the man the passports, all that good stuff.
Yeah. First of all, I've been waiting for this type of bond between them. I mean, just them carrying out their bond. We've seen them bond in the Tiger's cage and all of that, and just him coming back for him. When I say him, I'm talking about Franklin coming back for Oso. So I'm like, okay, I need, at this point, something has to pay off, right? So they do have some trust for each other, and that's another reason why Oso trusts him, because he's seen that Franklin didn't have to come back for him, but he did anyway. So, I said this last week when I went live. I said it was a good thing that we didn't hear the plan, right? But this episode we did, and I was like, oh my gosh, stop telling us the plan. Once we know the plan, it's gonna go awry, and that's just how it is in TV and in movies and all of that. We can't hear the plan. But the good thing is, during this time, we also saw that Ruben was tailing Oso. So I'm like, okay, if Ruben is tailing Oso, if anything happens, because he's not gonna let no DEA get in the way of getting Teddy. So that's why I was happy about that. But I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna give that to you now. So I want to go too far.
You good. Look, man, you can speak. Oh, I got you. You don't want to get on Mooch's horse, huh? That damn horse. Oh, no. Let me shout out Danny Matson. Says, you're the man, Lamont. Love your commentary. You and Mark Dart do the best breakdowns on YouTube. Appreciate you, homie. I just try to bring entertainment, add a little more spice to the story plot, pick on somebody here and there, just really make it fun and try to make things happen. Ms. K, with the relationship between Franklin and Oso has been one of my favorites in TV writing history, because it's not like they're not like cops that are forced to be together. They're not brothers. They're not military buddies. They're not fraternity brothers.
Right.
There are circumstances, and then circumstances after that kept pairing them together until a bond was forced.
Exactly.
And when the bond was forced, Ms. K, it fit. You can force a bond in some place and the shit don't fit. Their bond fit. And it's only fitting to me that as many times as these two have saved each other, that they're there for each other to get rid of Teddy so they can go get where they need to go.
Yeah.
And Ms. K, you said it right. Most of the time when they give you the plan, something has to happen to mess up the plan. But that's life, Ms. K. I've written 5 business plans. Ask me how many of them went according to what the plan said.
1. None.
2.
Oh, two.
Two.
That's why you have to have contingency plans.
Exactly. Or you got to be good on the fly.
Yeah.
And who's better on the fly than Franklin? Not many people. And so it worked out in their favor, but we about to get there in just a second. Oh boy. Oh boy. So Miss K, it's a dog eat dog world. Everybody trying to use everybody. Miss K, first of all, what the hell the government going to do with $75 million? Why do they need $75 million wired and calling it an asset? You know, that shit makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Let's say the money, the asset. So they're dangling, we're going to let you get back in on this job, Teddy, when you wire us the money. And Teddy is acting a little funny. What was you thinking during this moment, Ms. K, when you saw how Teddy was acting? And before you go, I want to say, everybody, we're grateful you're here. Please make sure you somehow like this video. If you're watching it on TV, like it with your remote. If you're in the car, like it with your phone. Give us a like so that y'all can push our content out there and let the world know y'all have found two gems in Madam Moonlight and Hollywood Mark. Go ahead, Ms. K.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. To be honest with you, Lamont, I just was irked at watching Teddy. That's really was what was going through my mind. Like, are y'all gonna kill him or what? That's really what I was thinking about.
What?
Yeah, the CIA. Like, are y'all gonna kill him or what? Because I just need him to go, you know. But that was really, I wasn't really thinking much. I was just, you know, like you said, it's just the nerve of them. I thought it was the nerve of Teddy to be like, telling Parissa in last week's episode that he believes that money is his, Franklin's money is his, because it was through ill gain. And it was just like, really? So why you deserve it? Exactly. And it was okay for you to use him to, you know, to move your weight and do all that stuff, right? So I just, right now at this point, I don't even like watching scenes with Teddy in it. I really don't.
What? Yeah. You have disembodied yourself from that character that much.
Yes.
Miss K, that means the writers did a damn good job. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, and the actor, he did a great job at, like, you know, making me hate him, shoot. Because he wasn't that bad in the beginning. He just slowly but surely. And then when it was the whole thing with him asking Parissa, is it okay if I talk about that?
Yeah.
Asking Parissa to marry him, and I was like, I don't care about your life. Let's move on. I do not care about your life.
Miss K, if you get rid of Teddy right now, what kind of story are we gonna have, Miss K? Damn, Miss K.
I mean, we still got things going on. I'm pretty sure we can get something going on. But we got 2 more episodes left.
2, Miss K. We got to have the main adversary in the story. Damn it, Miss K. Golly. by the way, Miss K. Rich Girl said, Miss K is pretty.
I know. I just text, thank you. We
got a little girl on girl action going on up in here. Miss Rich Girl, can we see your picture? It looks like you look like Miss K too, okay? You know, let me put some chocolate in between y'all. Fucking vanilla chocolate Oreo. Let me get in the middle, okay? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, move right along.
You look like she a pretty lady herself, honey.
That's right. Unless that's a case of avatar deception, Miss K.
Oh, stop.
Anyway, move right along. See, Miss K, if you want to be mad at somebody that don't need to be on screen, get mad at this Lou Ferrigno looking DEA. I want him to die. He got on my nerves this episode, just giving my man Oso a hard time for no reason, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Go back to being a damn traffic cop or something. Just got on my nerves. So this is the scene, Miss K, where they're starting to feel like Teddy's withholding something. I mean, excuse me, Oso is withholding something.
Yes.
And didn't I tell y'all that DEA girl they kept showing was gonna kick the bucket, but nobody ever listened to Lamont, no?
Oh, I kind of knew that too. I was like, she gonna be the next one after Lorena.
You did, but a lot of folks, that nigga don't know what he talking about. Anyway,
I know.
Miss K, talk to me about this scene when they are grilling Oso. Oso is trying to tell them, look, I'm going to orchestrate this thing for y'all, but I need y'all to listen to me. And they trying to force the hand. They even said, why haven't you requested a lawyer? That's rather weird.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Talk about it, Miss
Yeah,
K.
also honestly, he's been dropping the ball. Like his nervousness has really just gone through the roof. Like Franklin said, he was more calm in the freaking cage with the tiger.
Yep.
And I loved, and that's one thing I always said, like during that time, I said, I love how calm Oso is being so he could think. But this
Right.
time he's not. And I think it's because his family is in danger as well. You know what I mean? So that's like his Achilles heel. So he just really can't help himself. He doesn't really know the right questions to ask. I mean, who the heck would know that, okay, I gotta ask, you gotta have some type of guidance. You gotta have somebody that knows on the inside how this works to tell him, yo, you gotta ask these kind of questions or they're gonna be on to you. He don't know what to ask.
No.
So, like, you didn't ask about what was gonna happen after the fact. Okay, well,
Like, what the fuck, dude? Just because people in front of me ask don't mean I need a damn ass.
Exactly.
Like,
and to be honest, the way Oso is, like, he doesn't talk much.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't really ask, and he doesn't really ask too many questions like that. But because of the fact that he has his back against the wall and he's got the DEA dude on his back and he's got Ruben on his back. So now he is asking questions because he has to provide answers to people.
Exactly.
But other than that, he wasn't really like that. So that guy, honestly, it was a lucky guess when it comes to Oso because that's not really his character.
Right.
But it was a lucky guess because he was up to something.
Yeah, you know what, Miss K? Just put a bullet in his head. This guy, I'm through with him. Like punk ass. And God, I got more heat for him in a minute because he done something else that just made me so mad. It just, God, bro, you're not tough. You're not tough, fucker. I was just Miss K. I'm going on, Miss K. I don't got nothing nice to say about this guy. Let me get on. Let me get past him till the action happens. Oh, piece of crap. So here we got the phone call was made to Teddy. Okay, Oso, Franklin, and Louie are sitting here. They about to orchestrate this plan. And the thing I took away from this, Miss K, that was real important was just how much of this plan relies on Oso. But at the same time, Oso said, if Franklin's not there, I'm going to die. It's like they're relying on each other for the same mutual individual. So when you heard those two say those things, Ms. K, what was you thinking of? What did that invoke in you? What was your thought process?
I like I said, when we hear the plan, something's gonna happen. And so I just kind of felt like something's gonna go wrong where Oso's not gonna be able to get there. And you just saw it, like they were just on him. And then you get to that scene where Amanda is on him and she's all like getting all rattled and everything. But it was just too much nervousness going on. It was too much like the DEA now wants to be on his tail and make phone calls and follow him. I was like, oh shoot. I just knew that it wasn't gonna work out for a while.
Right. You know that. I'm gonna read a couple of comments, Ms. K, in regards to this. I missed one that I should have read. I'm coming back to you. Corey Washington says, DEA got blamed his agent's death on Teddy in a way he's correct. You're absolutely right. You are right. But there is a different method you can go and get Teddy. You like when you have an asset on the inside and you're relying on this asset to get the information or something to bring down this person, you can't treat them like dog shit, especially on an assumption. They was going by on an assumption. They didn't have real truth. But I agree with you. It is on Teddy. And they do need to get Teddy. But I think that the way you handling your asset to get to Teddy, you could do a little bit better. And then, of course, let me shout out my boy B. Avery from Just My Opinion Reviews.
Hey.
Ladies, if you want the best voice on YouTube, like nobody has a better baritone voice on YouTube than this brother. Go on over there when you're having a bad day. You ain't even got to look at the TV, okay, or the phone or the computer. Just listen to the sound of this man's voice and just watch what you're gonna look down and see what the hell happened to my pants and underwear. They're just on the ground, and I don't know how. That's how calming his voice is. So go check out my boy B. Avery and subscribe to his channel. All right, Miss K.
Yes,
here we go.
Sir.
We're getting down the road now. Now this scared me, Miss K, because usually when they show these scenes like this, where a character is having fun with his family, deep conversations with the wife, he playing with the kids, it's usually a bad sign, Miss K.
Oh my gosh.
It's usually a bad sign. And I'm a little nervous that they played us and didn't let it happen this episode. But I'm scared, Miss K, because not only did he play with his kids and have a good moment with his kids, he gave the baby mama a number that only he can be reached at. Miss K, am I wrong for saying I think we might be losing Oso?
No, I don't think you're wrong, but I want you to be wrong. And I want to be wrong, you know? But
Right.
It was the way they're setting things up. It's very, very scary. So I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that she's going to be able to use that number and call him and let him know that, you know, I'm here, or, you know, I'm here. And he said, if I don't hear from you, I know that you're safe. But, you know, just so that they can link up again. I just want him, of all people, and I've said this before, to have the happy ending.
Of all people.
Yes, of all
He's
people.
not. So Oso is number one on your list of all people to have the happy ending.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your top five happy endings on this show. Oso number one.
Oso number one, and I really don't see anybody else, but I will throw Sissy in. Okay. Only because I'm still having the hope that if Franklin dies or goes to jail, that's sad for her. But if her husband pops up, that's a bittersweet ending.
What about V?
I don't think she's going to make it. I told you that. I don't think she's going to make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me know if y'all think V. And yes, I am putting respect on her name, calling her Veronique this year, is going to make it. Let me know. And we're going to get to her in a minute anyway, because something chaotic happened to her. And I'm wondering, Miss K, if somebody done slipped her that Game of Thrones pregnancy. You know what I'm talking about. We'll get there in a minute.
Oh, my gosh.
So after that impassioned conversation went on with Oso and his wife, look who's lurking outside the house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking to myself, Oso, you should have known this was coming. The man was just in your house, pretending like he was your friend, about to make breakfast in your house. Don't you think he should have been kind of a little more on the alert for this, Miss K?
Yeah, I'm not really understanding why he's not looking behind him. And like, did you forget about him? That's the crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like he forgot about him. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't forget anybody who's crafty enough to sneak in your house and sit in your kitchen, eating your apples and shit, not scared of what you're going to do to them. Mm-hmm. That's a dangerous person. That's somebody you need to take out of your life at all costs, okay? That is a crazy person. And Miss K, I'm sorry. Cuban Ruben, he's another one who must die.
Oh, yes. I was mad that he wasn't dead in this. I thought Oso took him out. And then I saw the trailer and I said, he's still alive? What the heck is going on?
Okay. I did a trailer breakdown, and I was going in on that.
Yeah,
we'll get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. All right. So then we get another one of these kind of. This is like an old writing narrative. Right before the big climax of a movie or a TV show, it always seems like the heroes or the protagonists if they have family, they go talk to them and tell them, honey, I might not survive this battle. I might not survive this war. If something happens to me, you do this and you do that. But before I go to war, I need to get them panty draw one more time real quick. And then you facilitate this plan, I'm telling you, just in case my ass don't come back. So we had that kind of moment right here with Franklin and V. He basically telling V, if something happened to him, I want you to take my child and my mama, get the hell out the country, sell the assets or real estate, and have a good life. How did you feel about that, Miss K?
I mean, it was good to tell her that because he's concerned about his baby and, you know, their future. And it did sound like a goodbye. So I was just like, well, if she does leave, is she going to die in a plane crash? That's just...
Miss K so morbid. Did y'all hear that? If she does leave, is she going to... What the plane is going to go...
Yeah. Is she gonna make it? You know, I remember I told you that there was a conversation that he had with the pilot last season, and that's the reason why I thought like that. I gotta go back so I could, you know, tell you guys why why I'm still thinking this way. They keep on bringing up that daggone plane too, man.
They do.
I feel like there's gonna be a crash. Like, even if it's not her in it, I just feel like there's gonna be a freaking crash for some reason.
Right. I can see that. For sure. I didn't have much on this one, ladies and gentlemen, other than it just gave me a precursor to what is going to happen. Are both these parties going to survive? And I think the biggest curveball would be if V died and Franklin survived. That would be the biggest curveball. But it was just one of those calm before the storm moments. And I'm just wondering where it's going to go next. And then you oftentimes have the antagonist do the same thing. And we saw that right here. Where
I was like, get off my screen. Gosh.
Miss K, a proposal was made. Miss K, Miss K, there are moments in life where you're supposed to always be happy. Children being birthed, our elderly taking care of them and showing them love, and when men propose to women. Well, I guess, you know, vice versa. Either way, it's supposed to be a beautiful thing. And so Parissa says she needs something from Teddy. Now, the thing that would have got me, Miss K, was when she went through his stuff and found that ring and she gave it to him, he was about to snap. You went through my things?
Yeah, he was.
You went through my things? And
something else. I'm sorry.
He calmed down. Because this is Parissa he's playing. This is a woman who likes pain, Miss K. Okay? Yeah. So he knows, you know, you can't be fucking with her too many kind of ways because she like pain, okay? Not my kind of woman, y'all. I don't like women that like pain that much, no. But he got on knee and went Beyonce and put a ring on it. How is this going to affect anything going forward, Miss K?
I just feel like it was really stupid. Like, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna get married. You're dead. It was just stupid. It's just like showing this guy trying to like give false hope, and it's just like no one cares. Get out of here,
Miss K. My God, I told y'all Miss K got a little dog in her. Miss K, there are plenty of men on death row who get married right before they die. There's plenty of men who know they're about to go to jail for a life sentence. They got some person that they just absolutely love, and they marry them right before they go to jail. Ms.
So what do you think that means? She gonna get the money or something like that if he marry her?
In the trailer.
He's captured, so.
In the trailer, somebody else gets captured besides Teddy. I'm not 100% sure that's Parissa, but it could be. And if it's not Parissa, I think that she might be the backup plan to either try to vanquish Teddy or try to hold hostage V, or maybe done snuck in V house and gave her the damn fucking Game of Thrones moon tea that's affecting her. But we'll get there. Parissa has more plans, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not overlook Parissa, okay?
Yeah.
And then this was funny to me, Miss K. They're waiting for the airplane or the drugs. Oso is there with this DEA chick that
Mhm.
nobody's ever seen before. And of course, you know, drug dealers, they don't like nuance now.
They
They don't
don't like.
like nobody new.
Mhm.
And Oso came up with what I thought was a funny, and I bought it. You know, somebody would buy that for real. Like he said, she's DEA and his cousin and all that. But you know what her punk ass did? This is why I'm calling her the DEA bitch. She runs
Uh-oh.
right back to her boss, Sherman Douglas, and tells him, Oso's acting funny. He even told them that I'm the DEA. You need to do something about him. Miss K, wherever you want to go. That I'm done. See, that's another person I want to get this DEA bitch off the screen. Okay, get her off the screen.
Oh my
Miss
goodness.
K.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was annoyed. I was like, I mean, I said, he's so on edge that he's probably going to freak out and kill her. But he didn't, and I wanted him to.
Right.
But I said she's dying. Like, there's no way she's not dying. But I just actually liked the scene how when they was asking him who the heck is she, he's like, man, she's DEA, you know?
It worked. It worked.
And she was so bothered by that, like, oh, he's being reckless and everything. So, you know, that whole thing, just because she went and did that, you know, her little woman's intuition and all that crap showed her that, you know, her boss was right. Something is up with him. You know, he has something going on. And to be honest, when they went to go ask him and confront him about it, where's your family? I feel like he should have just told them the truth. Like, yo, I got them out of here. I'm still here though.
Yeah. Because we're gonna get there. Because I had so many, like, it was so much I wanted to say about that. And we're gonna get there. Post your comments, y'all. We're gonna get there. Miss K, you know I can't do my videos with having a video. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our very first video recap, where we play a couple of little segments and then we riff on what happened. And this one hit me hard because it was kind of, it was bittersweet. Someone at first was doing something that they thought they was going to enjoy doing. Then the emotions came out. Shout out to Angela Lewis, man. You nailing this thing as Lou. You nailing it, my sweetie. Let me get this pulled up for you, Miss K, so we can riff off of it. Where is it? Here we go. And here it is.
Okay.
Hit me! Hit me! Come on! Oh! Okay, come on. Come on, hit me! I can't fucking feel it! Hit me!
I knew that was...
Fuck you!
I knew that was coming.
But look at the look on V's face. This was the funniest part right here. Look at this. Look how he look at V. Look at that.
Yeah, she's so scared. He be doing it. Oh my god.
Look at that look on Veronica's face. Oh my god. That was a scene stiller, Miss K. I'm gonna give the floor to you, but let me shout out the big homie DeMarcus Vaughn. He's coming through with a super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, you can super chat this channel. This is a channel that accepts super chats now. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. He's saying Louie and Franklin somewhat squashed their beef to team up and take down Teddy, the common enemy. Franklin letting Louie take her frustration out on him was his way of saying, I'm sorry. Okay. I mean, okay. But DeMarcus, at the end of the day, the fact that he's going to help her get out the game, which is that common enemy, is also another way of saying, I'm sorry. Because he could have just used Oso as bait. And he had to use Louie as bait. But, you know, I can see where you're going with that. So, Miss K, talk to me anywhere you want to go about that whole scene, the emotion of the scene, and how when Louie finally just broke down, she couldn't even hit him. No, she couldn't even hold her face there. It went from like this to straight cat fight.
Yeah, just, I hate you.
In her damn green ass tracksuit.
Yeah, she could not. She wasn't doing her thing with the. He's like, hit me hard. I can't feel it. I can't feel it. I'm like, sheesh, you need somebody else up in here to, get you good now.
Scully said he won't gonna do it.
Yeah, Scully is like, I'm not
he ain't about
involved.
that life no more. No, he don't do that.
I love Scully. Oh my gosh.
Me too.
Please let my man make it. Don't play with me. He ain't even been doing nothing. Don't play with me. That's all. That's how I feel about it. Don't be doing no drive-bys where he's there and he gets all caught up and all. I don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, so now to your list of people you want to survive. You got Oso, you got Sissy, now you got Scully.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes, I got Scully.
Right.
I want Leon to survive, but I mean, let's just face it. That would be a pleasant surprise.
Right.
Pleasant surprise. I don't see that happening, so I'm not even going, but I don't even think I have a top 5. I have, that's my 3 people right there.
What I know one person that's going to survive.
Wanda. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You sound very excited that Wanda's gonna live.
I mean, it's just like, why? But listen, I want her to live, but the whole spinoff thing is just like, I gotta come really, really hard with the cast to do the spinoff. Because Wanda's cool. First of all, I like the actress.
Yeah, me too.
What's her name? Gail Bean or something. Yeah,
Gail
I
Bean.
love her. She's very cool. But I'm talking about Wanda as a character to headline a show or star in a cat, star in a spinoff. It's just, I'm not seeing it. But anyway, so what were we talking about? This scene right here. Yeah. So, she's just so frustrated. She wants to take out, I don't know, she's talking about F you Franklin, all of this and that. And I'm just like, F you for what, girl? You wanted all of this. The only thing that you didn't want was the ramifications of your actions. She's just one of those kind of people that they think they can do all this stuff. And then when they get the consequences, they're like, what? Why me? Or, they don't want to accept it. They don't want to accept that this is their fault. So I honestly don't really feel like she's accepted that anything is her fault, especially when she started wailing on Franklin like that. She kind of kept it real with her homegirl last week in the tub and said, this is my fault a little bit. But at the same time, that was just probably like a little bit of her vulnerable moment seeping through, a little bit of truth coming to the surface. But for the most part, I don't really see her taking accountability.
That green tracksuit ass gonna be taking accountability next week when the DEA drops into her house.
Yeah, she was running.
You see her running like Forrest Gump? I saw them hind parts swishing like this. I was like a little bunny rabbit. I was like, just stick me a tail back there and just swish it, We're gonna see, man.
She was running.
The most significant part for me was this right here. This death stare from V to Lee, from V to Franklin. Then she turned her car on. Like, mother effer. How much more of this I gotta take? Every time I see this happen to you, you're causing stress on me that's harming the baby. Okay, that's what it looked like, and he looked like he felt some kind of way about it, like he did. Like that was like a somber moment for him. Like he was very, very damn. I'm trying.
Like I gotta.
Yeah, I'm trying. V, bear with me. I'm gonna get us up out of this. Now, Miss K, this was the scene that got on my nerve. Like I just want to go punch this guy in the face. Okay. Damn it, this guy. So, Oso's supposed to be getting a phone call happening with Teddy so that him and the DEA can go make the drop.
Okay.
But part of the plan is he's got to get a call to Franklin too. So he's got to do 2 calls. And the DEA is sweating this dude every breath. I mean, do you want to examine both of my balls? Do I need to put out? Okay, damn, take me off me a little bit, dude. Damn, just sweating the guy, okay? And Miss K also made a little bit too many moves on that phone, but he did get the phone calls he needed to get done. But that tips off this punk ass George Jefferson hairdo DEA member who decides to arrest Oso on the spot, and then Miss K tells him why they think. And look at this dude, man.
His hair is horrible. Everything looks terrible.
He got a head made for doing nothing but cracking eggs. That's the kind of head you fucking make omelets with. But anyway, Miss K, He was telling also, oh, we got your neighbors done told on you. We went and checked your child's school. Your wife hasn't come home. Your ass is going to jail. Talk about this dude, man. But God, I just want to take me an axe and put it right in the middle of that dude's head. Make me sick.
I was just pissed off. Like he was talking to, like he was talking to Teddy. Like, what do you? It was just really annoying. I was just like, oh my gosh, they're arresting him. This plan is going bad, just like I knew it would, But then what everything comes back to me that Ruben is following. That's the only thing that kept me cool, was like, okay, Ruben is following. And that's all I could say. But I said, yo, these guys, they're dead. Ruben's going to kill it. There's no other way. Come on, we know there was no other way to retrieve Oso than to kill those guys.
Mm-hmm. Had to do what you got to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Had to do what you got to do.
Yep.
And then we get Franklin got to get dropped off in the new spot now, mind you. It's a new spot.
Right. He changed the plans. Mm-hmm.
Changing the plan, but like Franklin said, as long as Oso going to be there, I'm good. Okay. So they put him in the new spot, Miss K.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what was funny to me about this was the way Louis gonna say, "Bye, Franklin."
Bye, Franklin.
The way she said, I just wanted to give her a damn hug. Oh, Louis, I've been hating you for the last 20 episodes, and the way you said bye, Franklin, like a homegirl from the hood, I just want to go give you a damn hug, okay? Now get the hell up out the scene, bitch. Miss.
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay, and then after that, they should have played some dangerous music. Dum. Eddie arrives, Miss K. Talk about this sequence of events, Miss K. The drop off, and then Teddy in the black of night. Why? First of all, why did Teddy wait so long? It's damn near. It's like 10 a.m. in the morning, and then by the time Teddy show up, it's 10 at night.
That's what I was trying to figure out, like, what is going on? And can you imagine what the heck is going on in in Franklin's mind? Like, where the heck is Oso? Because he trusted Oso so much to the point where he had no worries.
None.
No, he was just like, oh, it's worth it. Even with the change of plans, oh, it's worth it. Oh, as long as Oso shows up, it was worth. And it was just like, I understand you trust Oso, but you can't trust circumstances that arise and that you don't know, what's going to happen. And you know that the DEA is on him. So for him to put all that trust in basically circumstances, not the man, but the circumstances, you can't. It was stupid. He really should have had a backup plan. In my opinion, I feel like he should have had Ruben as a backup plan because he knows that Ruben wanted him. And here's my thing. I know, look, the reason why I feel like he didn't want to use Ruben or didn't think about Ruben is obviously, there's a trust factor.
100%.
Right? But also I think there was a pride thing. He doesn't want anybody else to get to Teddy but him.
Well, the thing is, if he would have used Ruben, you don't know what Ruben would do. Ruben is just like Ted. Ruben is a Cuban version of Teddy, working for the KGB. He'll lie to you and tell you, I'm gonna take him out for you, blah blah blah. So I think that the only other thing that he could have done is somehow or another involve Leon as maybe another backup system or something like that. That's about it. But then that's putting Leon at risk too.
Yeah, and I'm only saying it because like you needed somebody on the same level as Teddy, like you're saying, he's like a Cuban version, so you needed like a CIA type, or you needed some type of intelligence because Teddy kept saying, "I'm watching," you know what I mean? So it's like you needed somebody like that. I don't know.
Miss K, that nigga won't watch him because he ain't show up till after happy hour. That nigga won't watching nothing. He went to the damn happy hour bar and had some drink with Carissa, and then his ass showed up. Okay?
Yeah.
They dropped off Franklin. Look at this, people. This is damn near. This is lunchtime. Okay, Teddy ass don't show up till like 9 o'clock. Okay?
Yep. That was crazy.
Stop it.
Man, I'd have been trying to wiggle out them tapes. Come on now.
Well, he couldn't wiggle out the tape because you got to facilitate this plan. You got to make it look this way. But if anything, Franklin, you got to worry about the damn beasts that might be hanging around this area. Okay, damn rats, and fucking raccoons, and I ain't talking about Rocket Raccoon from the MCU. I mean, you got a lot of things that come scar your face.
I don't even want to think about it.
And they come out at night, Miss K. Miss K, you don't think about it. And now I'm gonna have to make you think about it.
It's so evil.
Imagine you down there tied up in the middle of the night, Miss K. Now you look better than Franklin too, okay? And I'm sure your ass smell better than Franklin. Imagine you down there tied up, okay, smelling all like a bouquet of roses and cotton candy and shit. You got tape on your mouth, your legs all taped up, and you take feet. You know what? You would have had ants covering your body.
I'm sorry, the plan would have been over. I'd have been like this, like I'd have been rubbing my hands, feet. I've been licking at the tape, like it would have been over.
Miss K said she would have licked through the damn tape. Miss K, that's duct tape.
I know. I would just been like,
Miss K, it ain't no Tootsie Pop. This ain't no 3. How many licks do it take? It's gonna be 3 and you're out of it. I'm moving on, people. I'm moving on. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord.
Oh God.
Okay, Miss K, in the next scene, Lord have mercy. You gotta let me know, Miss K, is this the damn Game of Thrones moon tea? Because V is sitting there drinking whatever the hell concoction this is, and then all of a sudden, her hand is on her baby. Oh my God, Miss K.
Yeah.
That threw me for a loop. What the hell is going on, Miss K? And first and secondly, before I do that, let me get at some people.
Okay.
I did a trailer earlier this season when I thought something had happened to her baby, and people told me, "Oh, Lamont, they would never put that on the show. You so morbid, blah blah blah." Where your ass is at now, Mr. Lamont, morbid fucker. Anyway, go ahead, Miss K. She got her hand on her belly. Something is wrong with the baby.
Yeah, something. I mean, I didn't think about somebody doing anything to her teeth because, I feel like they're in a really good spot that I'm trusting that nobody knows, but you never know, right? But yeah, I just think that maybe all the stress and things like that could be maybe causing her to have some premature pains and things like that, because stress can do that to you as well.
That's true.
And she's moving all over the freaking place. She don't seem to really relax that much.
No, Miss K, somebody slipped that abortion up in that cup, Miss K. I mean, they put that moon in there. Now we need some milk of the poppy. Anybody got some milk of the poppy to give this woman? Miss K, in Game of Thrones, milk of the poppy save everything. So
yeah, that sucker make you fall asleep though. So it indulge your senses, so it's not good for a pregnant lady.
Miss K, who did this? Who did this? If somebody slipped moon tea in this on V, who did it?
Maybe Teddy did. That's probably why he took so freaking long.
Right. Good guess, Miss K. I'm thinking Teddy or Parissa because exactly what Miss K said. Why did it take Teddy from sun up to sundown to get to the spot? Teddy was obviously doing something else, ladies and gentlemen. Something else was happening. It should not have took Teddy that long to get to Franklin. They didn't show it like that for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thinking Parissa did this, and she's probably going to come and snatch up V and want V in exchange for Teddy somehow, some way. Post your comments. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
I love this part that's happening now, Miss K. You ready to wiggle a little bit? So the DEA Fed bitch got killed by Ruben, he got in his little old school Caprice. He rammed them. I don't know how many of them he killed, but he definitely killed this chick. And then he got Oso out, Miss K, and said, "I'm taking you to finish your mission." Damn. Okay. Talk about it, Miss K. Taking you to finish your mission.
Yeah. First of all, you heard nothing but silence. She's over there jamming to her music and everything. And here come, that you already knew that was his car. Here come his car. Boom, right?
Boom.
And so I said, okay, there's silence. So that means this is scary movie style. If you don't hear nothing, you need to not be going and looking and investigating.
Exactly.
You're about to be dead. So I just knew it. I said, she either about to get popped right as soon as she get off the truck, or it, as soon as she gets close, it's going to happen. And that's exactly what happened. And I was like, good. Now it looked like she had on a vest, a bulletproof vest. So I was hoping that wasn't the case, but yeah. Hey, I'm just like, I'm glad that he got them, and glad that he killed everybody, all the DEA folks. They had a reunion with Lorena.
Now, I wanted to personally see him shoot Ed Crusher Head. I wanted to see that. So I didn't personally get to see that, but I hate it when an antagonist, I'm having to root for him. I was having a root for Ruben the Cuban in this moment, because we needed him to get there to really finish the mission. Like you said, we needed him to get there to finish the mission.
That's
and
right.
so unfortunately I had to root for him, but it's all good. I mean, he got there, and we're to this grand finale, Miss K. We're to the climax now. And one thing I want to say before I play these videos. So ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, I do play videos to give us essence. Even though YouTube sometimes be trying to fucking demonetize you, stupid, over 30 seconds. Give me a break. I risk it anyway because it adds specular to the videos. Okay. But before we get there, Miss K,
got some spice.
Teddy strung up Franklin like we watching Roots, like we watching Amistad, like we watching Mississippi Burning.
Oh, I gotta. I'm coming. I'm quick.
You good? You good?
Okay, sorry.
I'll talk to the audience. How did y'all feel about Teddy stringing this dude up? Okay, now Franklin gonna get him back this week, right? The line Franklin said in that trailer was perfect, but in here he strung his ass up with a chain like he was about to whip him. Now, considering all the military training Teddy has and the anger Teddy has toward Franklin for what happened to his dad, wasn't y'all expecting more torture from him other than him giving Franklin an injection and expecting Franklin to fall asleep? It seemed like he would have got some revenge, because what has been driving Teddy the last 4 episodes? Getting Franklin. And now it's like you get him and you're going to give us a lackluster, revenge scene, a lackluster moment of, I finally got your black ass, Franklin. Okay, that's cool. But we'll rock with it, because that lacklusterness of what you did is about to get you killed. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back and relax. And let's take a look at the first video I've got to get us through the climax of this video.
Slowly, Teddy. Hey, nada de jueguito, Gustavo. Hey, Robert, cut me down, motherfucker. Can't you see me? Up. Roman, what the fuck you waiting for, nigga? I ain't close.
It's not too late for you to walk away still.
Cut me down. ¿Quieres ver la cara de pendejo? Dame esa arma.
So, McKay, that was the opening scene after Franklin got lynched by Touchdown Teddy. Talk to me about everything that went on when Ruben bust up in there and Franklin asked Ruben, "Let me down." And Ruben's like, "Man, fuck you." That's why Franklin didn't have a backup plan.
Exactly, with him, yeah, because
Take the floor, Miss K.
Can I please? First of all, I just hated him hanging him like that. Yes, he did have this thing where he's like, okay, I'm going to give you something that basically a merciful killing he was giving him.
Right.
But he's freaking hanging him like that. And I mean, one misstep and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But I said something to my people last week when I went live, and I said Teddy talks to these people like they're his little niggas.
Yeah.
And remember the way Louis answered the phone, he was like, hello, excuse me, like, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? So, and then we kind of also saw that all of this was building up. We saw the guy, when Havmeyer was talking to the head of the CIA, he said the nigger killed his father. Like, they're racist. So I think they're kind of letting us get inside of how they look at us, right? Or how they're looking at them. And now we get this dude, when it comes time to kill this black man, he's hanging him. And it's just like, are you freaking kidding me? And when Oso comes in there, he's talking about time. And then when he's letting him down, I'm like, Oso, hurry the heck up, because Franklin had messed around and he's over here hanging. Okay. And I'm like, he's like, get him, help me. And what's his name? Teddy is like, are you kidding me? He's a traitor. He's this and that. And I'm just like, bro.
I got 3 videos. I got all of that. We're going to watch all of that.
Okay.
But before we get there, Miss K, you don't have to make the Franklin voices, because I know what type of cinema piques your mind. So I got a loop of the Franklin and his crazy noise. And ladies and gentlemen, listen to Franklin and the pain he was in.
Okay. Yeah.
Whew. Before we go further, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another video clip of the same thing to break down before we let y'all out of here. Here we go, Miss K. Kick his ass, Oso.
Oh my God, they did that.
Yeah. I thought you knew that.
No.
Did you hear Franklin in the background?
Help me. Oh my gosh, help me.
Is he alone? Look. And then, Miss K, we get back to casual white dude number 2 in the supercuts trying to negotiate some shit. Is he alone? Whatever he promised you, or you can do better. Here we go with that bull job, Miss K. Here we go with that bull job. Teddy trying to negotiate his way up out this thing. Talk to us, Miss K. Lord.
Yeah, I mean, he's just, to me, he has no leg to stand on, because at any given moment, he would get rid of any of these guys. Also included. So at this point, and Oso knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing with Oso is he has watched Teddy in action, and how he is, and how he did Franklin dirty, all of that. So it could be him. I think Oso understands that it could be me too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's just like, I'd rather just get rid of you. The plan is to kill Teddy. That's it. Because he's got to make sure that he protects his family, and Teddy can't come back after him. So it's just like, whatever. But I just was listening to Teddy like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?
I got one more clip, Miss K. This is the last clip, and then we'll be on the road to getting out of this video. Here we go. Like, Teddy, really, Teddy, this is all about you.
What are you doing? Your stuff. What are you doing?
Can we get Franklin cut down first?
Hey, he's a fucking traitor.
And you ain't?
Him and his whole fucking family, man. They brought the KGB into this.
No,
they didn't. The fucking CIA, they will track you fucking down no matter where you go. Whatever he promised you, it is not working. The actions
of your government brought the KGB in this, Teddy.
Yeah, he talking about whatever he promised you, boy. He already got it.
And then look at the way Franklin look at him.
He said, "What you want to do, Moreno?"
I love them playing the Devil's Tribute on the outro music. Like, they picked the perfect They picked the perfect song for all that. For those that didn't see Franklin looking up, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Look into the eyes of the person they keep trying to say is the devil on this show. Well, Franklin, I want you to incinerate Teddy white ass, okay?
Yes.
Like, don't do what Teddy did and play nice. You know, he's going to put you to sleep and let your skin melt away. No, don't do that shit. I want you to pull out his nuts, cut them in half, and then push one of them. Just, now what, nigga? That's what I want you to do. So, in conclusion, Miss K, talk about the way this thing climaxed and what you hope to see next week.
I was upset with this episode because I just wanted, first of all, I wanted Ruben to die at least. All right, if you want to let things, drag on to next week's episode where we don't know what's gonna happen. Now that he's still there, we don't know what's gonna happen. So I want him to die. I want Teddy to die. But the fact that we see the preview or the trailer or whatever of him doing whatever he's doing. I don't know if he's going to be torturing him or whatever, but it's just not looking good, guys. I don't know. It's not looking good.
Who is not looking good for, Miss K?
It's not looking good for Franklin to kill Teddy.
Okay.
Like, you prolonging taking your sweet time, like he's going to get out of it. That's how I feel.
Like that room that Leon puts him in with what could possibly be Parissa, and it's got all the locks on the doors. This is Teddy. CIA. He's like fucking MacGyver. He's going to get out of that room. If y'all leave him in that room with Parissa by themselves, like I've always wondered, why do bad guys do that? Why do bad guys leave people in rooms that they think are sealed up and don't leave somebody in there with a gun sitting on them 24/7? Like, what, bro, you're asking for them to get out. You got the manpower, get them out, let them go. So, Miss K, they somehow or another got to drag this along till episode 10. But I was thinking maybe they'll get the climax over with episode 9, and then episode 10 we'll just see where whoever remains, what direction are they going in.
Exactly.
That's what
because there's so much you could do. You can get rid of him. Yeah. You can always get rid of, the main villain in episode 9. And then you have to remember, we still have to see the aftermath of, what happens to Leon, what happens to Louie, since you got her face on it, Louie and Franklin and Sissy. All right, somebody has to probably die next episode. And you know what I mean? And then we need to close it out on the 10th episode. And I kind of feel like, and I'm going to stick to this, I don't know if it's going to be, going to happen, but I feel like a civilian is going to kill Franklin.
With it only being 2 episodes left, I think, Ms. K, we're going to all be shocked at the amount of people that are going to actually survive. You're not about to drop 10 bodies, 5 bodies for that matter, in 2 episodes.
Right.
You're not. At best, 3. At best, 3. And so I'm thinking it comes down to what 3 bodies must drop over the next 2 episodes. Yeah. Leon is definitely one of them. Y'all can take that to the Vegas bank. Leon is dying. Sorry. I know y'all want to hear it, but when they said Wanda going to get a show, they ain't say nothing about Leon going to be with her. Leon is dead.
Unless that's the surprise.
We'll see.
Yeah, right.
and then people been wanting to know, Miss K, what happened to Peaches? Is Peaches coming back? Why are we so in love with Peaches?
I'm not. I'm over him.
Damn. Just like that.
I mean, you're gone. I mean, at this point, why bring him back?
That's true.
It's over.
True. That's true. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy 319 of y'all came to see us on a Thursday night. We're out of here. I'm going to try to get a power video up by Sunday. I'm still in LA. I'll be back next week. Only then to have to turn around next weekend and go do some filming in Myrtle Beach.
Ooh.
So I'm kind of like, I'm here and there, I'm everywhere. So if I got people in Myrtle Beach that want to do a meetup, just hit me in DM. I'll see what we can do since folks are saying start doing it. If y'all in the Myrtle Beach area and you want to do a meetup, just let me know. But you got to DM me. I'm not doing no more of these pop up and we're going to call all our friends while I'm sitting in there, okay? I ain't doing that, okay? You know, if we do that, you're gonna have to pay for my dinner. I'm just gonna keep it 100, like they did this time. But having said that, I'm gonna get y'all some power videos up. I saw some leaks drop, people throwing up leaky videos, stuff like that. So I will be back in touch, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to Miss K. I do have a podcast where I put all my material up there just in case something happens to YouTube. I've got a TikTok where I put information, and look who's up there with me, Madam Moonlight herself, down there on the bottom. So go check us out on all those platforms. And then again, we are on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you can find us. Me and Miss K are there. And until that next Sexy as Hell video, we out.
See you guys.
See ya.